hot tea only on WINNMedia 98.9. Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Island Tea with your faves, Kevon and Azem, featuring Jade, Gwenisha, Gwyneth Paltrow, Crass and Crude, Margaret Johnson.
Yes, hi. Morning.
Hi.
Jade, I don't appreciate that kind of response.
I don't appreciate their additions to my name.
Jade, just come in here.
Which is attitude.
And Jade, the people are here to see you, to hear you.
Good morning, people.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yes.
Say it like you mean it. Say it like you mean
Just
it.
One bigger.
Crass and ooh, okay.
How everybody's there? Everybody good?
Come on, no. As good as we can be.
I ain't see y'all since yesterday.
I know.
Yeah.
Feels so long.
That's a tragedy.
Yeah.
What a conundrum. That's mean your favorite word. Honestly, it's your favorite
I just
word.
happened to look across just in time to see it coming down.
I heard it first and I just knew what it was. Quite the conundrum.
I just happened to look around and I was like, man, this dude is trying to kill me.
The ghost. The Win FM ghost pushing down things. Good morning to you as well.
The wind uppy?
Yeah, apparently.
The wind uppy.
Apparently the duppy just like, wait, I ain't hear me.
Well, duppy know if you're frightened, so, and it chose Jade.
Well, it was Azem actually.
Yeah, it was me. It was all on me.
Mm.
I asked how everyone was doing and apparently didn't acknowledge.
Yeah.
So he was upset.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
So just fling them things.
Duppy knows who, fee frightened.
Oh, but everybody good?
Yeah, man.
As good can be.
It's Friday.
Friday. The date is Friday, July 23rd. It's Friday, July 23rd, and the time is 8:03 a.m. Excuse me, I had one too many last night.
Yeah.
What?
Congratulations.
I know.
No, it's just juice.
Oh,
Must be nicer.
Sparkling juice.
Sparkling
juice. Okay, that's a good way to put it.
vibes. We're supposed to send someone a happy anniversary, right?
Happy anniversary to you.
To who?
I don't know who
Don't
it is yet. But whoever you are, I hope you're listening. You'll get a very special Island Tea anniversary greeting
When?
from your husband sometime today.
Oh, okay.
Love is in the air on Island Tea.
Must be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, their nice little wife, their beautiful wife, is a fan of the show. So
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Do I know who it is?
No, I
Oh.
don't know who it is.
Oh no, it done gone.
Yeah, I don't think it's that person.
I thought it was Theo. But Theo done
think
get
it's Theo.
Yeah, Theo done get his.
Oh boy.
I did not think it's Theo.
Theo for Cleo.
Theo for Cleo. But what's up?
Axman come early and get to see the obvious movements.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Yeah, man.
No. But yeah, boy.
here we are.
Yo,
It's
I am
Friday.
just-
hungry.
Y'all are one of those people who just love.
Yes, I love to see
Yes.
people in love.
Yes.
Do-
Okay.
you mean-
No, I just no, okay.
You meant if you love it for yourself?
No.
Oh
just-
yeah, I
just
love to see people in love. You
Oh.
don't, Scrooge, Ebenezer?
I just said okay.
I'll just make it sure.
Do you, Azem?
I just said okay.
This question is now posed to you.
Hi.
As if don't like love. As if it's literally a Scrooge, you know?
I was gonna ask a different question, but I don't think it's something that we want on the airways of Win.
No.
Oh,
As if
boy.
it's anti-Cupid.
Why anybody want a little naked white baby angel flying around with a
That's
weapon?
creepy to me. And just randomly like shooting you with
It's a naked white baby.
a naked white baby that assaults you, that literally
Psycho
attacks you.
sometimes. Psycho sometimes.
We really ain't gonna move forward as a people, right? Oh, we really ain't going nowhere. Let's see what's going on here. Who is? Oh, yes, our guest. Okay.
Yes, our guest is lining up. We're still waiting on our friends to join us. I don't know what's happening with them. Antigua imploding?
But Antigua, any problems there? Stop there. Antigua getting all kind of news right now. Between Gaston just gassing everybody.
What? I keep asking you about this goat thing that you was telling me about yesterday. I didn't get to.
You didn't watch the video?
No, I forgot.
There's no way for me to adequately explain it without you watching the video.
Oh.
So we're gonna watch it in a break.
So I can go back and laugh?
Yes.
Vibes.
Gaston is just Gaston.
Yeah, undoubtedly.
Yeah, basically. Most of the time.
Yeah. But
I just don't think you could think like lately. I can't hear the name Gaston and not think of his little red suit photo.
His Hitler-esque.
Hitler-esque. Oh. I mean, why does one even
How do you come by owning that?
like? It should be certain rules. It should be certain rules when you become like prime minister. You do not own a beret. You, sir, are not like an African warlord. Where you
How
own?
you know?
Where you own?
How you know he's not?
He was elected democratically.
Oh, okay, well. These things happen.
Oh man, but yeah, sometimes it does really got to. Hey, speaking of
Gaston?
outfits.
Oh, I thought I mean, okay.
Speaking of outfits, y'all been realizing Timo stepping up your outfit game?
Listen,
I'm still upset with whoever had put a shirt on him.
what's your...
Which one?
The
The jack shirt?
mean if it was a jack shirt, but I didn't like it.
There was only one outfit that I really didn't like. Maybe it was two. But it was the one where, like, he looked like he was wearing, like, a tablecloth. He had a very tableclothish outfit going on one time, so I didn't really
No,
like
he had the jack suits that I don't really necessarily like, but he been killing the suit game.
Yeah, man.
And I believe that there's a definite like he's been doing a lot of these light colors, like the lilac shirts with
And trying to
the
boost your
with the
spirits.
gray suits. I'm just like, okay, is it that someone is really making the effort to make him look like dapper, or is it that they kind of figure out maybe if you look better, the news that he give us ain't gonna hit us hard?
Yeah.
Well, whatever it is, keep doing it. I mean, y'all doing a good job, can't lie. But I think our... Oh,
We ready?
well, I thought so, but, you know.
Well, guys, we are gearing up to, at some point, join Cross Caribbean Link Up. Because, of course, you know, they cut in like a radio station that you did not ask for.
The radio station, actually.
Yeah, like...
Oh,
There's
man,
a
that's
way.
true. I thought I was really making a little joke here, and it's actually radio station.
Psycho sometimes.
Well, I guess I get to move to the front of the class.
Yeah, well, I guess we could start with our lovely guest, Miss Carol. Well, let me get her last name so I don't mispronounce it because it's very long and I cannot read.
What is happening?
You know I can't read.
No, it's Carol Martindale. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Okay, yeah. Hi, Carol. Can
Morning.
you hear us? Morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
can.
Well, we were. You're muted again.
Yeah, we were just hearing you, but you just went on mute again.
Yes, Carol. I think you're Your Zoom may be playing tricks and it muted you.
There we go.
Okay, I'm here. I'm
Yes.
here.
Yes.
I'm here.
Okay, now raise your camera a bit so we can see your lovely face.
Oh, it's not that lovely this morning. Trust me. I know we're making it. I wish I could, but trust me. You guys will prefer to hear me rather than see me right now.
I love a good Barbadian accent, eh? Don't know about y'all.
I was actually listening to you guys earlier. Quite an interesting conversation.
You were listening to us
We
talk
were
about
listening
the suits
to
of
us.
the suits
Yes,
that were...
I was.
You know
I
what?
was actually.
Carol, I have to say my apologies if you heard us because we talk, frequently we don't make sense, and I think we just.
It was quite entertaining.
Okay, there you go.
And trust me, I love to see people in love as well.
Oh, unfortunate.
I'm one of those bleeding hearts. So yeah, there you go.
We have a Scooge here that doesn't seem to like love, so at least you're on our team.
I never said that.
Oh,
Never said
good,
that.
Not good.
So Carol, how are
How
you?
is it over there in Antigua?
Well, we're actually in St. Kitts. We're actually waiting for our friends in
Oh, you're in
Antigua to
St. Kitts?
to
the
join
St.
us.
Kitts branch,
With,
yeah.
with the St. Kitts,
Yeah.
so usually on Fridays we link up with Antigua, but Antigua is
Yes.
doing Antigua things at the moment, so they haven't joined us as yet. So you're just chatting with the St. Kitts, the
Contingent.
St. Kitts, the St. Kitts
That's
bunch.
fine. That's great. That's great. It's not all the time you get to do a really good Caribbean link up. So it's nice to hear what the others in the region are actually doing. So that's good. I don't have a problem with that.
So tell us a little bit about what's going on in Barbados. How's things over there?
Yeah, so I think it's basically exactly what's happening all across the region. We're just trying to cope with COVID because I think like most of us and most others, we recognize that COVID is going nowhere anytime soon.
Right.
So we basically need to be adjusting lifestyles, balancing work and balancing being safe. Balancing, because I'm the editor-in-chief at The Nation, so it's also balancing keeping our staff safe, but also getting the stories in and making sure our products, the papers.
Over at Win FM in St. Kitts, and we're also joining Carol Martindale.
Carol, you see what we mean?
Oh, Lord.
There you go. I'm here.
Hi, Carol. How are you?
Hi.
And now that we've sorted out the camera story, well, in terms of our link up with our Zoom link with St. Kitts, our cameras now have frozen, so you can't get to see me. I'm so sorry. I was hoping to have it equal today, so we really having a rough morning, but we press on. Thank you so much for joining us. Much appreciated. I'm not sure what has been said so far, though. I know what saying about me.
I was actually just chatting about what's happening here in Barbados with COVID and the fact that it's here to stay. So how we're coping with it.
Okay, all right, great. Sorry for the interruption. So please, continue.
So like I said, it really is. It's really about how we cope with it because the reality is COVID is not going anywhere anytime soon, and we're juggling how to keep people safe, staff safe. You're also making sure that there's that balance, ensuring that you also have great products in terms of going across our social media and publications and news. As you guys know, it's really been dizzying for the last, I'd say at least close to 2 years with COVID. And, it just doesn't stop. But the key is making sure that you still, you still have to keep everybody around you safe. And I don't know how it is in the region, but certainly in Barbados, there is a vaccine, but it's not mandatory. So you can't force or coerce people to take the vaccine. So, of course, our regional heads have been pushing for herd immunity. And I believe at the last heads of government, I don't remember the year they gave or the timeline, but I know they want to achieve 80% herd immunity in a space of time. So it's how you do that while you cannot force people to take the vaccine, but you also know ultimately as a country what you want in terms of keeping your society safe. And again, and not to ramble on about it, but Barbados definitely depends so much on tourism. And COVID has really decimated our industry. I just sat down with the Minister of Tourism, Senator Lisa Cummins, at a media briefing. It was very good, very open, very candid, where they shared quite a bit of information. And while they're positive but cautious with, the country, with tourism rather, gonna more or less bouncing back. You can see airlift increasing later in the year. The reality is about 40,000 people who are connected to the industry, whether directly or indirectly, are out of work. So it really is a conundrum for us as an economy and as a country. So that has really been taking up a lot of the news here. And even on an individual basis, a lot of people are struggling because people are out of work. People are trying to make ends meet. It's just been a tough time, but I think we're resilient. So that's a lot happening in Barbados.
Yes, a lot happening, and I don't know if you have. By the way, Carol, are you hearing me clearly?
Yes, I am.
Right. All right. So, folks, what about you, Jade?
Yeah, that's better right now.
This is better?
Yeah,
okay, great.
Sure.
All right. Okay, fantastic. All right, I don't know. We seem to have challenges when we do this on Friday. But let's press on. Carol, with respect to, of course, you had to deal with the ash, which was about 2 months ago, the ash from La Soufriere in St. Vincent. Then you had a tropical storm where there was some isolated flooding in parts of Barbados. It really seems to have been annus horribilis, to use the Queen's expression some years ago. How has the state been able to manage?
It's been rough. It's been extremely rough because it almost seems like if it has been one thing after the other. And yes, you spoke about the ashfall we had. We had a lot of people cleaning up. It actually was a great opportunity for some people to get work because we had a full program where a cleanup, more or less a national cleanup around the country. And we had a number of people in communities as well as in neighbors cleaning up, but also on a macro level, a national level, people were cleaning up there across the country, and they made money from it. The ashfall does not affect us right now, except that it's making everything look so lush. Coupled then with all the rain we had from Hurricane Elsa, that would have set us back a little bit too, because just before that, Darren, I think Hurricane Elsa passed Barbados on July 2nd, and just about, say, mid-June, there was a freak weather system that just took everybody by surprise. I mean, it was actually, I need to say it was actually very scary, because we never experienced anything like that before. I remember the Met Office here had given I don't know the term and the jargon, but it was the lightning strikes, I guess, per second. It was like there was fireworks in the sky, and I don't mean in intervals, I mean consistently for at least I'd say more than an hour. Definitely more than an hour. And a lot of people were displaced by that because we didn't see it coming. We didn't really expect it. Houses that would have been pretty vulnerable as well fell and folded. Almost like imagine a stack of cards. Houses fell like a stack of cards. So we had that. And then, as I said, just a couple of weeks after, we had Hurricane Elsa. And there's still now, government officials actually are still assessing the damage done by Elsa because, as you correctly said, that system, when it passed Barbados, it was a hurricane. And that system would have destroyed hundreds of houses and dislocated hundreds of people as well. And people are still basically picking up the pieces. They're even, assisting. Government is even assisting homeowners who lost their homes and what have you. The Prime Minister, Mia Motley, would have done a tour right after, the day after actually, to get a sense of what the damage was. And it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. So we've been reeling under with a lot happening, but I think under the circumstances, I always believe Barbadians and Caribbean people, in fact, are very resilient. Somehow we bounce back. Somehow we just, put our feet to the plow and just get things done. So I think that's where we're at in Barbados. And then, of course, hanging over us still is, as I said, COVID, which is really affecting, us in Barbados, the region, and internationally, in a serious way. So yes, we've been handling quite a lot in Barbados, but we're still standing.
Yes, you're still standing, and you certainly don't sound any worse for wear, to be honest with me, Carol. Folks in St. Kitts, any Jade? Who's
Hi.
on, by the way?
Morning.
Yeah,
Nice to have you.
morning.
Everyone's here.
Yeah, good to thank you very much. And again, we do apologize to you and your colleagues and the team in St. Kitts for the delayed start due to the technical challenge. I did want to ask Carol though about let's see if I have the name correct. Gordon Frankshot Delisle Brooks, a photojournalist. And I'm reading from the pages. It's actually a tribute to Mr. Brooks in the pages of the Midweek Nation. So you know a little something about this, Carol. Tell me.
In terms of Gordon's passing.
Yes.
That was one that I want to say no one really saw coming. I remember speaking to Gordon, and just for background purposes, I think everybody across the region and in fact internationally in cricketing circles would know Gordon Brooks. Long-standing, just a remarkable photographer. His work is really known in cricketing circles. He would have been with the likes of Tony Cozier, and he's just an outstanding person as well. He's also actually one of the founding members of the Nation newspaper. So back when the likes of Harold Hoyt would have, and Sir Fred Gollop would have started the Nation back in 1973, he was one of the founding members. But Gordon's death really did take a lot of people by surprise. I believe he died on June 29th. But again, his work, his professionalism as well, and his eye for detail. I am not a big cricketing fan, which is, a big problem for many I work with, especially I'm sure people in the region would be not a cricketing fan, but I'll follow it. I want to know who's winning, but getting into the details of cricket and, ball by ball, that's not me. But I can tell you, I definitely know Gordon's work, and, everyone who paid tribute to him spoke about the level of detail, his eye for detail. And I'll also say, beyond being an outstanding photographer, he was also a businessman, and a Black businessman who would have from early, he would have made sure he had all his ducks lined up. He has a studio as well, which is still standing, is actually his sons, and perhaps across the region, people may know Randy Brooks. That's his son. He has more or less been the one who has taken over the photography aspect of it, from Gordon rather. So he travels the region and the world taking pictures when they're all the different cricket tours. So he has really Gordon would have really made a name for himself in cricket across the region, certainly Barbados, across the region and internationally. So his death really would have hit us hard here in Barbados.
All right.
It's definitely a son of the soil who has left us.
Yeah. All right. SKB, a question for Carol before we move to wrap.
Well, Carol, you mentioned earlier just about how some of the difficulties that are being faced by you guys there. We've been fortunate just yesterday to have the return of the first cruise ship in over a year.
A year and a half.
A year and a half almost.
Okay.
Yeah. How has tourism resumed there, and exactly what does the forecast for that look like?
Okay, so as I said, this week we had a sit down. The media had a sit down with the Minister of Tourism and different tourism officials. We talked tourism for the entire 2-3 hours. It was a very open, candid discussion where the minister was able to paint a picture. She would have given a list of all of the cruise ships that are set to sail back into Barbados. We have actually had some cruise ships sail in already, but here's the kicker. Which is something that really would have resonated with me. We're always so happy. And I listened to you say it as well, that, you're happy. I can hear it in your voice, rather, that, it's good that cruise ships are sailing back in. So and I feel that way as well. So when I heard the minister say, cruise ships are back, but they're not coming in at 100% capacity. They're coming in at a cap of about 50% capacity, and that's the cap. And so what happens is, not to sound pedestrian, but we're all happy when we hear cruise ships are coming back, because it means our tourism industry is taking off again, or cruise sector is taking off again. But we're happy that they're coming in. But the reality is they're not coming in with the numbers that we're accustomed to. They're coming in with a 50% cap maximum, and in addition to that, I don't know how it works there, but here in Barbados, when cruise passengers come in, they leave the ship. They want to explore for the next couple of hours there on the island. So they go to the beaches, hear vendors, people who sell trinkets, people who sell tie-dye clothing. That's when they use that opportunity to make money. But the reality also is the cruise passengers, many of them are not getting off the ships. And then when they get off the ships, those who do are traveling in bubbles. So you will get on a specified coach, for example, and we're taking you to a specified location. In Barbados, it could be, I don't know, for the argument's sake, Harrison's Cave or some destination, Animal Flora Cave, somewhere. So you're not really getting the maximum benefit that you would have been accustomed to, if you follow what I mean.
Right.
So so it's great that tourism is gonna be, for the next couple of months. The minister said, we'll be doing better. Airlift will be coming back, and a number of the airlines have already had those discussions where they're increasing the capacity and the lift. But the numbers that we have grown accustomed to, we're not going to be seeing, I believe, this year. Yeah. But we're still thankful for that people will return. But again, a lot of the cruise ship passengers are as well. I believe they're coming in fully vaccinated, and it goes back to the herd immunity, because as a cruise passenger, people they're fully vaccinated, and you're going to countries where there may not be herd immunity, and there may be some concerns there as well. So it's really a delicate balance that I think all of our countries really are facing, and I believe that's why that would have been such a big discussion at the recent Heads of Government conference as well. So
Yeah.
But, we hope for the best. As the minister said, we're positive, but we are also cautious because, again, Darren, not to prolong it, but our tourism is also based on our source destinations and what's happening. And we know what's happening in the UK, where the Prime Minister there has, more or less opened up, I'd say, the country, where you don't have to mask or mandatory. And so all these different things will also have an impact on Barbados as a source destination. So, we just hope for the best and I guess prepare for the worst.
Yeah, and we just welcomed our first flight from Heathrow in 30 years this past Wednesday.
Okay.
Our flights normally come in from Gatwick. That's been the case for the last 30 years, but we now have a flight from Heathrow along with Gatwick. So clearly, if the British folks want to get out.
Yes.
They've been locked up for so long. So because our numbers are low, the challenge though is still with the vaccination. The government is trying to induce, coerce, force, whatever adjective you wish to use.
Yes.
People, what's this? How many persons have been vaccinated in Barbados? Is there a sense of how far you are from that herd immunity goal, quote unquote?
We are. We still have a ways to go. I'm looking here, just up to Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we had another 10 cases for sure, but so far, I'm trying to get the year with the. I thought we had it. I thought we actually have the number of vaccinations, but we don't have it. We don't have it in that update. But we're not close to herd immunity as yet, for sure. We're definitely not.
At least but the country knows what that goal is, right? Like you have a
Yes. But
Okay.
and I believe there's a regional goal as well. So here it is in one of our other in today's publication. Actually, I knew I saw it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
We have conducted X amount of tests under the National Vaccination Program. 98,592 first doses of the vaccines have been administered, and to date, 73,814 people, or 27.2% of the population, have received second doses and are fully vaccinated. But we're still a ways off from herd immunity because we still have.
Is what, 300,000, quarter million?
No, just under.
Okay.
We're about 260. Last figure I saw was 260 or 265.
Okay.
Thousand.
All right. Y'all are productive people.
No. That's another program. No. That's another program. And before you came on, we were talking about loving to see people in love. So we need more people in love.
I see. So why y'all choose to have that conversation before? How y'all choose to have that conversation before I come on? That's not
How did you choose to come into that conversation after we finished it?
Oh dear.
You're welcome, Darren.
So we're still a ways from herd immunity, and like you said, you can't. It's not mandatory, but you're obviously having the conversation at all times, trying to, to get people to see perhaps what the benefits are in being vaccinated, not just for the country for herd immunity, but also for yourself in terms of, we know it doesn't stop you from getting COVID, but certainly it would help to reduce the level of the how it affects you in terms of your, how the illness, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't get as sick.
Mm-hmm. Permit me to share a number. This was revealed during the course of the last week, and it was punctuated by a declaration of a governor in the United States. I'll be very brief on this because our time is fast spent. 99% of those who are hospitalized and dying in the United States are unvaccinated.
No.
99%. I mean, even if you wanted to say, okay, maybe it's not 99, maybe it's more like 95, it's still a compelling number.
No.
Right? And this is from several publications coming out of the CDC and other health authorities in various states in the United States. So clearly, it is now being coined unfortunately, as the pandemic of the unvaccinated.
Wow.
So that is one number. And you know, the Republican Party generally has been anti-science, anti-fact, whatever. They're in a world by themselves, especially after the last guy who they tossed out of the White House. But they have been sort of preaching, you know, you don't have to take the vax. A number of Republicans, members of the party, have not been taking the vaccination. A Republican governor came out this morning and she said, this is a pandemic now of the unvaccinated. And those people who are forming the fool, they need to go and get vaccinated before they lose their lives. This is a Republican governor. Conservative, Republican, white, call it, characterize it how you will. It was quite a shocker. So, of course, the newscasts were broadcasting it in loops this morning, telling her people, because she's seeing the emergency rooms filled up. They're now having to import ventilators from other states, right, to deal with the situation, right? And people here equivocating, vacillating, and you know, otherwise coming up with all sorts of reasons. Granted, there's some who have legitimate reasons. I'm not trying to paint everybody the same broad brush, because there are some people who have legitimate fears, legitimate concerns. But there are others who, I don't know, for one reason or another, refuse to go and get vaccinated. And the Delta variant is now here in Antigua. So I don't know. I don't know what. So they need to make up their minds what they want to do.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
So there you are. All right. I think we had some fun. By the way, Carol, before we go, real quick, since the last time we spoke, you weren't wearing the hat you're wearing now. Well, officially, we like to celebrate the achievements of our colleagues around the region. So if you don't mind blowing your horn a little bit for the benefit of all of us, tell us what is different now than when we last spoke with you.
Okay, so the difference is that I actually now hold the title editor-in-chief. Mm-hmm. When we spoke before, it would have been executive editor, which was still the top position at the nation, mm-hmm. handling the portfolio of all the publications as well as our social media platforms. Right. So executive editor was still the position, but I believe the change would have been to just bring it more in line with contemporaries across the region. So the title now is editor-in-chief. So that's the official position. So I'm happy about that. I'm not complaining. I'll take it.
As you should be. And congratulations to you. I say so publicly, having done so privately when it actually happened sometime.
I appreciate it. Yes, you did. Thank you so much, Darren.
Thank you so much for carving out time of your very busy schedule, I'm sure, early in the morning to join us for a regional.
No problem. I was happy to do it. Always great to link up.
Yes, great. Thank you, Carol. Blessings.
Thank you. Have a great day, everybody.
You too.
Okay. All right, Jade, Azem, who's it? I don't see Kevon's quote-unquote handsome face.
Would you like me to join the Zoom?
That's okay. I don't want any, well, I'm not even there either. I was going to say I don't want any competition, but there you are.
There is no competition when I'm involved.
Okay.
Boom, bang.
All right.
Boom, bang.
Who told you this was a competition?
We'll do this again next week. Our time is fast spent. Our next guest is already in studio and giving me this stink eye. So all right. So thank you so much for hosting and, well, you know, accommodating and starting the ball rolling in my absence due to our technical challenges. Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
No problem, man.
All
You
right.
take care.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
Have a good weekend. What am I to do? Oh, there I am. Oh, you can see me now.
Goodbye.
We'll see you when the show finished. We'll see you next week.
Have a good one.
All right. That was your, I don't know the numbers, of Cross Caribbean Link Up.
Umpteenth.
Umpteenth episode.
That
During the
was your
umpteenth episode.
Umpteenth link up across the Caribbean.
Yeah. We have to apologize for the little technical issues that they're having today.
Yeah.
Next week they will probably be a lot better.
They'll get it together at some
I have
point.
faith in my colleagues over in Antigua.
Yes. If there's an Antigua next. Okay.
Okay.
Wow. Nope.
Wow.
Not even about to. You need to stop choosing violence.
What?
Today is about love. Okay?
Since, oh, well, yeah.
Today is about love.
Speaking of love,
Speaking of love, Kevon,
watch him.
should we play like a little lovey-dovey background music?
Sure.
Okay, let's like. I can't even ask Azem for one because you don't know.
What?
You don't know lovey-dovey
Oh gosh.
What do you mean I don't know lovey-dovey?
instrumentals.
Anyway.
Azem, you telling us that Azem, the music man, don't know any?
He does behave like he don't. So
What are you talking
Jade, Azem could name more songs
No, I
than
know.
I could ever comprehend.
I know.
Of. And you wanted to. Ay, ay, ay. Well. Look there, now you just got some sparkling something on the screen.
No.
what the hell?
No.
Okay, well I guess Kevon, you're just got to sing. So
Love is in the air.
Loving you is easy cause you're beautiful. And every time that we
Okay. Yeah. So we have a special shout out for someone today. I will read the scripture of love.
Oh, the tribute.
The scripture of love.
Oh,
This is so sweet and a grudge.
beautiful.
right?
Beautiful.
I will say who this is for after I've read it. Happy 34th anniversary, my love. It has been 30 plus awesome years together. Good times and bad, but my love for you never fades. You are my wife and soulmate. There's never a day that I don't think of you. It's
Live
times
by?
like these I realize how truly blessed I am to have you in my life. I will cherish every hug, every smile, every laughter, every love, and everything that you have ever given to me. I'm wishing for us another 30 plus years together. I love you. I will continue to strive to be the best husband I can be as long as God is in our life. We will make it to that time frame that is promised to us. Happy anniversary, Cleo.
Oh,
From Theo.
from Theo.
So sweet.
Oh, I think I actually like love.
No.
I don't know if I love it, but I like love.
After hearing this, trust me.
After hearing this, I
To
like
my
love.
dear friend Cleo, happy anniversary to you.
Happy anniversary,
And
Cleo.
to my dear friend via default, Theo, happy anniversary to you as well.
Indeed.
So sweet, boy. I hope when I grow up I get a Theo.
You in here?
Yeah.
Grudge bad.
Bad.
I ain't say nothing.
I don't even know even.
The only thing I ever get was a cease and desist.
Oh.
I'm joking.
Yikes.
I'm joking.
Yikes.
Happy anniversary to the two of you again from the Island Tea team. And
Yes.
we are wishing you many more. And like your dear husband Theo has said, double it
Double
for
it.
an extra 30.
Bars.
30 years of happiness.
Watch here. Theo
Bars.
to write
Right?
The
anniversary
Hallmark,
cards.
the Hallmark cards.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Theo got lyrics.
You got a job there.
How did he get
Lyrics.
it? Cleo.
In here.
Bars.
Why probably raps done Cleo. Probably raps done Cleo by.
Them things is working on, you know? Like
Yeah,
to me now the women they ain't care how they speaks and spokes. As a matter of fact, I think the women now kind of like watch you crazy if you kind of hit them with like
Some
lyrics.
chivalry is dead.
They kind of watch you like, but I'm to hear,
But
right?
it
Well,
is
we have
not
to bring
for
it
Theo.
back. Okay? We have to bring back chivalry.
Chivalry ain't dead, you know, chivalry just change.
We need to have the young men and women sit down with Cleo and Theo.
Hey, yeah,
Let them offer their services.
A little counseling.
that sound like a show, right?
Yeah, man.
Look, see, she got tears.
Where?
She Cleo tearing up. Cleo,
Oh,
I'm so happy for you, Cleo.
Oh,
Happy anniversary, my
okay,
friend.
I scratched that. I love love.
Oh, you love it now?
I love love.
This
Oh.
is amazing.
We got you
Cleo.
on board.
Congratulations to both of you.
Yes.
Mm.
And kudos to Theo for doing what he knows his wife loves.
Yes.
Yeah, I fix it clear though. I fix it Theo.
Why?
I mean, people and them and do things like this, then they make themselves look.
Yeah.
Make themselves look weak.
My dog will appreciate me no matter what I do.
Listen, Theo knows his wife is literally here every morning listening to us.
So he chose where he knew she'd be.
Yes, he
Oh,
went to
boy.
all the
And that-
avenues to get to us.
And that, my friends,
Is love.
is love.
Yes.
Cause
I was just thinking I would just like clean the bathroom and so.
No, you gotta do more than that.
What?
Yeah, man. Just, like, watch you.
Cause at your best, you are love.
Sing again, Azem.
No.
No, sing out the outro for Cleo.
Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful.
Oh boy.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into something now.
Yes. Happy for you, Cleo, and Grudge. But all right, let's jump into some tea time. Hee hee. Wee. Let's give you an update for your COVID-19 situation report. So, anniversary is today. 1. Confirmed cases within the last 24 hours sits at 3. Total number of cases between total number of cases in the Federation since the beginning of the pandemic sits at 560. Active cases at 38. Recovered cases 519. Number of cases split that up between St. Kitts and Nevis. For St. Kitts we have 541. Nevis has 19. So Nevis had an additional case. The death toll is still at 3. So that's a good thing. The active case numbers are going down.
Mm-hmm.
The Nevis one is a little concerning because I hope that one Nevis one doesn't become a little super spreading situation in itself.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So
I think people on guard. I'm really hoping people being on guard really helps to minimize the spread, you know.
Yeah. Because I don't want my biggest fear is us getting another variant. Like Delta is just island hopping at this point. I think it hopped to St. Martin now.
yeah.
It's in Antigua. Once
Yeah.
in Antigua here,
Yeah,
if you look
basically.
sharp, Delta down the port right now.
It done down gateway.
Clearing?
Like
Coming to customs?
But Delta coming through immigration right now.
No, but you're gonna hop the boat.
wee.
You're gonna do like Pano?
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but
Allegedly.
but I think it's important that we mention this for real because we really have to remain on guard. We
Yep.
can't
Yeah,
become.
we have to.
Yeah, we open back up. Yeah, curfew. You know, I'm going to speak about that, but curfew gone back to 11 and all of this thing.
Well,
But
going to 11.
yeah, but it's important that we still remain vigilant, that we still adhere to the non-pharmaceutical protocols. Like, yeah, it's only a matter of time, guys. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, since you already spilled the beans, I mean, I'm pretty sure other people knew, but you know. Kevon, you wanna give them a little update on the curfew situation?
Sure.
Okay. The level of excitement is concerning, but
All right, let's do this, guys. So, here's your little rundown for the briefing. Well, the address.
The SRO.
Yes, that. So, curfew in St. Kitts will shift to 11 p.m. effective Monday,
Mm-hmm.
this upcoming Monday. Mass gatherings are still prohibited. So let me break this down for you. So curfew commencing at 11:01 p.m. and ending at 5 a.m. the following day will be instituted in St. Kitts and Nevis come Monday, July 26, 2021, for 2 weeks in the first instance. This was confirmed in the statutory rules and orders number 31 of 2020, which was published late last night, Thursday, July 22nd. In an effort to prevent the spread of the novel coronavirus or COVID-19 during the period of night curfew, every person shall remain confined to his or her place of residence, inclusive of his or her yard space, to avoid contact outside of the family. This is what this is a little excerpt from the SR&O. Persons other than the essential worker who is required to move from his or her home during the period of night curfew shall obtain the approval of the Commissioner of Police to do so. The SRO described essential workers as officers of the Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force, the St. Christopher and Nevis Defence Force, officers of Fire and Rescue Services, employees of approved hotel and quarantine facilities, approved COVID-19 taxi and ferry operators, staff of hospitals or medical facilities, members of the media, and others. While the curfew has been reduced to 11:01 p.m., mass gatherings are still prohibited, the SRO stated. So social activities will be allowed upon approval of the Commissioner of Police. Okay. So the SRO warned that persons who may seek to contravene these regulations shall be liable to the summary conviction of a fine not exceeding 5,000 EC dollars or a term of imprisonment not exceeding 6 months or both.
Well,
People like they ain't care about it. Let me tell you something. Me and Jade, like earlier this week, we worked, so we were heading home, and people just let me like normal.
yeah, like people
Big-
outside.
Post curfew time. Just there, ain't even cutting no style, ain't hiding, just there like
Just- yeah.
just buying. Just buying, man.
It's so strange.
Buy the people, you know. No mask, no nothing, like just vibes.
Vibes.
You know,
know,
just vibes.
do the thing.
I don't know. People, please.
Please, not because the say curfew is 11 o'clock means that you're supposed to go wild. Okay? That don't mean to be up and down, maskless, and outside liming and banging and drinking and all these things, because guess what? Corona is still outside as well.
But let me tell you something, right? This, if we have not noticed, this is what the jammers here. Like we make sacrifices, the situation gets a bit more manageable, and then to celebrate the situation getting more manageable,
We make it worse.
we make it worse by going wild. Like,
Would you look at that?
Oh boy.
like yeah, this is not the time to be complacent. Like we have to remain
That's all.
vigilant. We have to remain responsible.
Because clearly Corona don't care. Corona just evolving like a Pokemon regularly.
What?
Delta plus plus plus.
I wish it was like a Pokemon, because then we could walk up to people and be like, wait, hold on there. You got some corona under your arm here.
Yeah, in here.
Yeah, but you say what, man?
And say what?
What?
Yeah.
Bezos, them both they go in space. But make a COVID detector now.
I know, they really doing nothing important. But hey,
These things have nothing to do with them. You saw Bezos basically doubled his net worth during a pandemic. He is thriving during this pandemic.
they need to, yes, thriving. Okay, you could thrive, but you could also try to make the
Nope.
pandemic go
Why would
away.
you do that?
No? Okay, sorry.
Not my responsibility.
You're gonna make something go away that made you super duper rich?
If you look sharp, you're looking to bring back another supervisor
Right.
from space.
If that happened, right, I wouldn't even be shocked. To be honest, if all these rich people hopping on air shuttles going to space happen to catch something or happen to have like an alien just hiding their exhaust pipe or whatever on the spaceship and bring it back to Earth, I wouldn't be shocked. Because we literally have a timeline. We're always doing these things, like we're always digging up things we shouldn't dig up, playing with diseases we shouldn't play with, releasing things that we shouldn't release. So I wouldn't be shocked.
You're gonna be alright, man.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Vibes.
You're gonna be alright, man. You're gonna be alright.
Yeah, no vision, just vibes.
I mean, the truth is, what's happening now with like the space race is pretty much exactly what was happening in like the 1800s with like aeroplanes. Like exactly the same thing. Like a bunch of rich people trying to see who could figure out this thing first and then commercialize it. Like this is exactly the same thing.
You know what I saw yesterday, and I was like, I don't understand.
A three-legged dog.
No, I would
Okay.
understand that one. Somebody is trying to buy a planet. Who they buying it from? Who sells planets? And would that mean
Mr.
our
Jesus.
planet?
It's for sale, so who's gonna buy it?
No, not for sale. Like,
Our planet was bought.
who bought it?
You know, I think this one of the most mind-blowing things about modern day is that we have put a price tag on everything that is free.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to buy water.
Everything
You have to
on
pay.
this, everything we use was put here free, and we have created this magical currency to make to
ascribe
ascribe values to
yeah.
things that were free.
And you know what's funny? The same currency that they make, you know, it's not like that's what I never understand about money, you know. You can make more, yet you have people who constantly have to live without money because they can't get it. But it's made. Like we could solve all these problems, you know, like the world in debt to who I don't know. Probably the person who bought the planet. This may started to make sense, you know. I just need to know who bought
Everybody
the
is in
planet.
debt. We have a global debt number.
Who we
Who
owe?
do we owe?
Who do we owe? Somebody tell me who do
And I
you
know
know?
somebody's gonna come with this really smart response. Oh, that's not how it works.
Like actually,
We do
actually,
this,
actually,
this, this.
actually,
Look at that.
actually, not the response, but at the same time, it's still ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because to me that shouldn't have a response. Because we don't owe anybody. We
Well, if you
created
buy
all
a
these
planet,
things.
clearly ours is owned by somebody.
Hmm.
We just don't know who. But I would like to figure out, like, who do we owe? And where do you buy a planet from? Who do you buy a planet from? Because somebody's literally close to owning a planet, and I'm trying to figure out, well, who they giving this money to? Like, who sanctions this?
Like, okay, like I can understand somebody trying to own a planet, trying to buy a planet. Like, what's that? What would be the price? Is it that they're trying to own the
Who
planet?
determines the price when you buy the
It
planet?
can't be they buy
what-
the planet. They're trying to own the planet. It can't be they're trying to buy it.
But you don't have to buy it to own it.
No,
What?
the British didn't buy. I guess we paid for it in blood, sweat, and tears.
I was just about to say.
Yeah,
Not because they didn't pay cash.
Watch here. You know, you got places right in the world right now owned by people just because they were able to go and put a flag there first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's what it is.
And places that are owned by people who didn't put a flag there first. They met people there and decided, you know what, I want this.
I don't see nothing wrong with a little bit of colonizing.
Vibes.
I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. You don't see nothing wrong with a little bit of colonization.
That's what they're saying.
It's true.
That's what they say.
That's what they did as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just really would like to know who do you purchase
I
a
don't
planet
want to
from
know.
and how much a planet costs. Like,
Honestly, I don't want
what's
to know.
what's the minimum?
I'm really not in the market. I'm
Oh,
really not in the
okay.
market.
I do not have my universal realtor license. It's only applicable to Earth, so I can't really speak on matters
Right.
pertaining to the solar system.
How much they would sell Booby Island for?
Ooh,
That's a good question.
I think. I wonder, can we do something with Booby Island?
Hey, I said, don't piss me
Is Booby Island usable?
Come on.
I guess it depends on what you're using it for.
Could be like a little park.
A little park? How big is... We need to figure out how big Booby Island is
Kinda
really.
small.
Who
to be
own it?
honest.
Who own it?
I think it's an
The
Nevis.
government of St. Nevis.
How they get it?
They
No,
claim
they get
in
it.
between the two, so they claim it.
Oh, so, okay.
It's claimed.
Just like Redonda, Redonda is nowhere near to Antigua, but it's theirs.
What an island is that Venezuela just happen to own, like, in the middle of the in the archipelago. It's like a random island, and Venezuela is like, yeah, that's ours.
Why did they decide things?
Claim it.
You see what I mean? How do y'all just claim things that were here before y'all? Y'all just get up and be like,
Actually, a man and woman just claim one another all the time, so
yeah, but that's-
everybody do it.
No, that's not different.
It's exactly
You know
the same thing.
I'm not-
We claim things. That's what we do. Humans, we claim things.
You just claim this is
Just
mine,
claim. It's mine.
and now it's mine. If you want it, you have to give me something. Hence the introduction of money. I got this for free.
Remember
But
before
you
money,
want
there
it,
was,
so you
there
have
was,
to
they
income.
used to use spices and
You barter
Salt
trade.
and honey and
You
so.
barter trade. And I think that was fair. I have some chicken, and you want some beef. We could swap.
We can swap. And we work out what the price is.
One beef per 2 chickens. Because chicken.
cost less than beef.
Well,
What
not
did this
cost.
cost? Anyway, you know what?
But
Go
like
ahead, go jump
chicken
in.
is ready.
Them things are easy to work out, Jade.
Yeah, like chicken, you could raise a chicken faster than a cow.
Right.
A cow takes a lot longer to
And more resources.
happen
Yeah.
than a chicken.
You know what? This is the last question we're going to ask before we jump to the break. Well, my question anyway. What is it, right?
I'm so afraid. I am so afraid, guys.
No. It's a serious question. Why is it babies are in your belly for 9 months, right?
Did I ask this on the timeline the other day?
But when they're born,
Oh, no,
They
I saw
start-
this one.
no? That's not a serious. No? Okay.
Excuse me. Continue. I want
You want
the
to finish
people
it?
listening
You
to
want-
the
you want to
wait.
finish
That's
it?
okay.
Jade?
I'm not talking.
I'll finish it.
I'm going to ask y'all
Look,
personally.
I'll finish it. So, why is it, Jade is asking, why is it that when, babies are in your stomach for 9 months, and then when they are born, their
Start at
birth
0?
year is reset. So they now start at 0. So where that 9 months gone?
They weren't born. They were born when they come into the world.
Yeah, but
So what?
So it's a birthday.
it's your birthday, but
It's a birthday. You were birthed on that day.
But but I've been alive for whatever my birthday is plus 9 months.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's supposed to be birthday plus 9 months.
Yeah, but you asked
I
me
feel
where
like
the
they could
birthday start at 0 because that's the birthday.
Yeah, I feel like you could put that in fine print.
Yeah.
Add 9 months.
But the problem is that it's not actually 9
It's actually
months.
what-
Everybody is
Yeah.
different.
So
Well,
you
and
would have to-
whatever yours was in fine print.
But
that's
I mean-
probably why they didn't do reset because they were
You
like,
don't know.
we don't know how long you've been around.
You don't know. Like
Yeah.
we,
Yes.
you-
Honestly,
we
I
could
see
we
that.
could guess on the conception date,
Right,
but it's a guess.
That's true.
yeah,
But we know.
For sure.
we just
Yeah,
answered
yeah.
your own question. Love that.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
So-
Birthday is not conception day. Exactly. Birthday is the day you were birthed.
Well, for anybody else who was wondering.
Hey, we just here solving the world's problems.
Solving
one,
the
one trauma at a time.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna figure out who owns the world and who you buy a planet
You
from
know,
sometime later.
I'm not doing that.
I trust me.
Actually, I already know the answer. It's Zeno.
Who?
Google it. Okay.
All right, there we go. Anyway, enough of our nonsensory
Well,
in the dancery.
Zeno, guys,
Whoever Zeno is.
with an
Oh,
X.
he sounds like he.
The Scientologist already told you it's Zeno. They already figured it out.
Oh yeah. Well, they know more than us.
I,
apparently.
I see Kevon Googling it. He's Googling things.
Well, while he Googles, we'll take a very quick break and come back with our special guest,
Oh my
the
God,
Caribbean
what?
Lottery, right here on Win FM. Stay tuned.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib. It's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Supermarket shoppers understand that convenience matters. At Hortsport's Value Mart IGA, we know that price matters most. Ample parking and the widest variety matter. At Hortsport's Value Mart IGA, we know that price matters most. Clean, spacious aisles and the highest level of customer service all matter. At Hortsport's Value Mart IGA, price matters most. We've renewed our commitment to guarantee the lowest prices in the Federation. Why? Because we understand that in this tough economic environment, price matters most. Shop smart. Shop Value Mart, where price matters most. Farms Estate Nevis and Wellington Road, St. Kitts.
Price matters most.
welcome back to Island Tea with your faves, Kevon and Azem featuring Jade, and it's time to jump into Espresso with our friends from the Caribbean Lottery. Welcome and good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing good, thank you. So we'd love if you could just take a few seconds to introduce yourself, so let everyone know who we're talking to, and you can tell us a little bit about yourself as well.
Okay, so my name is Sabina, and I am the office manager here at Caribbean Lottery. I have been with Caribbean Lottery since 2017, so about 4 years I've been here, making dreams come true.
Well, what happened to my dream?
I'm still dreaming.
Like, nobody listening to mine?
Are you playing?
I played recently and I lost, so
Well, I always tell people you never know when you're going to win, so you have to remain in it. So,
You got to be in it to win it, girl.
Super Lotto.
yes.
So,
Great.
yeah.
So what's happening? What's happening with the Caribbean lottery? I know that there may have been some effects based on well, the global pandemic and stuff like that. But what's happening at the Caribbean Lottery?
Okay, so as of last week, we would have recently reopened our retail stores. So in case the general public is not aware, in St. Kitts, we're located by Valumat, and in Nevis, we're located on Prince William Street. In St. Kitts, our retail hours are Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday, we're open from 9:30 to 1 p.m. And in Nevis, we're open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. In our retail office, you can come and buy your tickets. And also, if you won a prize over $751, you have to cash it at our retail office. If you're unable to come to our retail office, we also have about 35 agent locations within St. Kitts and Nevis that can also assist you in purchasing of your tickets and cashing out any prize $750 and below. And while we're on it, just want to encourage everyone to ensure that they're practicing all non-pharmaceutical measures in terms of COVID. So at our retail store, we're ensuring to adhere to all of those measures as well. And we encourage our agent base too.
Oh wow! So so what I'm getting is that you guys are now reopening. And encouraging people to come back out and continue patronizing. I heard that you guys are actually doing some welcome back promotions. Could you tell us a bit about that?
Yes. So we currently have a promotion that's running on our social media page. So if you go on Facebook, Caribbean Lottery, if you go on Instagram, we're actually giving away 100 free tickets. So you actually don't have to purchase anything. There is a little poster that has a QR code, and you can scan the QR code, you enter your information, and then you can come to the office to redeem the tickets. Well, to redeem your prize, which is a ticket. So if your phone does not automatically scan it, you can download a QR code scanner, and it would take you to the page for your information. And this is an opportunity for persons who are interested in playing, but they're kind of iffy about spending. You get a free ticket, so you can try your luck. Maybe you will be luckier than Jade has been.
Listen, right now I already know what's in the page, because I'm trying to be in it.
I'm looking for the QR code right
now. Jade, this may be your opportunity. Maybe you win on the free tickets.
I would be so happy.
So, we also have an upcoming promotion that's scheduled to start next week. In this promotion, it's open to our retail base. It would be on social, it would be online as well as at the agent locations. Persons would have the opportunity to win electricity vouchers, gas vouchers, grocery vouchers, cash. So we will be giving away stuff over the next couple of weeks with our upcoming promotion. So if you follow our page, you will be able to get more information when that launches.
Oh, awesome.
Asking what page? It's the Caribbean Lottery page.
On Facebook and Instagram. And while you're there, please like our page and encourage your friends who are over 18 years to also like our page so that they can also be in it as well.
Yeah, I think everybody kind of tuned out and gone to look for this. Everybody, all the live heard was free tickets, and all of a sudden it's which page should I run over to? So, the information is things that people want apparently.
Well, I've already actually filled out the form.
But
so have I.
What?
so I'll see you guys at our retail office later next week whenever you get the call. So
definitely.
Yes.
Good things happening over at the Caribbean Lottery, guys. As our lovely guest said, go over, look for the promotion. You'll just have to scroll through all the good things that is happening on the page, but you'll find it, you scan it, and you enter.
Yeah, but you know, Sabina, there's a lot of
And on the Facebook page.
uh-huh.
Sorry, go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
no. So I was going to say, you know, there's people who you know, who are not in it, and they sometimes wonder like, do people actually win? And I know there's some information you have about winners who've already won this year. Could you tell us a bit about that?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So I'm going to speak about the two big Lucky Pick jackpot winners that we would have had in Nevis prior to the lockdown. One individual won $101,000. The second individual won $206,000. The cost of the Lucky Pick game is $3.50. You pick 5 numbers between 1 to 28. If all of your numbers are picked, you win the jackpot. So we've actually had a lot of consistent Lucky Pick jackpot winners over the years.
Oh, wow.
So I just want to encourage persons, it only costs $350, and the jackpot for today is $113,000.
Wow.
Say that again, please.
Give us that number again.
$113,000. And I also want to let persons know as well, because I think there is a misconception that if you don't have all the numbers and you don't win the jackpot, you're not winning anything else. So if you match 4 numbers, you can still win money. If you match 3 numbers, you're still able to win smaller prizes as well. So yes, you may not hit the actual jackpot, but you can still walk away with a good sum of money in your pocket, depending on how much you have matched. In addition to that, Pick 4 is a popular game in St. Kitts. It draws 4 times a day. So it draws at 10 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 6 o'clock in the evening, and 9 o'clock at night. Pick 4 game, you draw 4 numbers, and it has different tiers. So it has, for every draw, there is 3rd place, 2nd place, 1st place. First place on a $1 bet can get you $4,000. This game as well, how much you bet is how much you win times the prize. So for example, if you do a $1 bet and you win the first prize, that's $4,000. If you bet $10, it's $40,000.
Oh.
So the more you bet, the more you win. And I see a lot of consistent players, winners on this game. We recently had an individual, he's in his 20s, who won $19,000 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
And the number he won on was 4321. Which is, you joke and you say, well, I'm just going to play 1, 2, 3, 4. And, he did it and he won $19,000. But this person actually started winning this year. So I always say when I see a new winner for the first time, I know that they're going to be a consistent winner. Because when I met him in January, I said, normally when someone wins, I tend to see them more often going forward. And in total, he's won over $67,000 just on Pick 4.
Wow.
So I was right in my prediction. He's won 18,000, he's won 8,000, he's won 4,000, but it's only on the Pick 4 game that he's been playing, and I have been seeing him consistently come into our retail office to win. And not just him alone, I've had a couple $12,000 and $8,000 recently as well on this game. So as I said, this game is literally $1 plus tax, depending on how you want to play it, and you can win $4,000.
Wow.
Well, Sabina, the lives is saying you have us gambling at 9 a.m. Bright and early, guys. Remember all this good information.
But today is the Super Lotto draw. It draws on Tuesdays and Fridays, and the jackpot is $5.64 million.
Excuse me?
Oh my gosh.
Excuse me?
So if you guys are considering, yes, it's 9 o'clock. The draw is 9 o'clock tonight. The Super Lotto ticket costs $7. And you pick numbers, 5 numbers between 1 to 35, and then your Super Bowl number between 1 to 10. And you guys can walk away a millionaire. And if you match 5 numbers without the Super Bowl, you win $20,000. So as I said, you may not get the jackpot, but you get a nice little piece of chump change if you don't win.
Listen, y'all would
$5
never see me
million?
again.
$5 million? Nobody talk to me.
Listen, Monday morning, y'all will just wonder where y'all ain't see me.
I can stick $100 bills on my glasses. I mean, nothing.
So if you guys are considering playing, today is a good day to play.
Oh, I can imagine.
It sounds like it, because like you said, the draw is at 9 tonight,
9
so you
o'clock
still have some
tonight.
time.
And you could get these tickets at one of the many agents that you mentioned earlier, correct?
Yes.
Oh.
We have about 35 locations in between St. Kitts and Nevis, including our retail offices. So as I said, we're located at SL Hospital, at Value Mart, by Value Mart in St. Kitts and in Nevis on Prince William Street. So if you're unsure about where our agents are, you can come to the main office as well and buy your games.
Awesome. And there's so many different ways to play, so many different ways to win.
There's so many different games too. I don't think a lot of people realize that. That even if you don't want to play what these games are referred to as online games or numbers games, I know some persons are like, I don't even know what number to pick. I don't even want to think about it. We also have scratch tickets as well, where you just buy the ticket. It starts from $2, it goes to $20. Each price point has a different jackpot, and you can also win the top prize. And yes, we've had a lot of top prize winners here in St. Kitts and Nevis as well. In January, we had a $40,000 winner on a $5 scratch. We've had $10,000 winners on a $2 scratch, which is the top prize for a $2 scratch. I remember speaking to one of the winners, and I said to her, well, why did you play a $2 scratch? And she said, well, I just had $2 and that was all I was willing to lose. And it was her first time playing, and she won $10,000.
It was her first time playing?
First time playing, all she had to lose and won it all.
Wow. It was $2, and she won $10,000. And it's funny, as I said, I always see my winners consistently, because I actually saw her the other day coming to collect another win as well. So I always tell persons, the one thing I realize the winners, I'm saying mine like I own them, the winners have in common is they strongly believe that they're going to win. That they have this overwhelming feeling that they're going to win. So I would have, for example, the individual in Nevis who won $101,000. She said to me before, she was only winning $20, couple dollars. So I said, well, why is it you kept playing even though, you're just winning all these small monies, or sometimes you're not even winning at all? And she said, I just knew I was going to win. One day I knew I was going to win, and so said, so done. So I always tell people, when you're buying a lottery ticket, when you're coming in with this chance, put some positive energy in it. Just tell yourself that you're gonna win, whether today, whether tomorrow, whether next week. Just tell yourself that money is yours, and you never know when it's going to come to you.
Love that.
I love it. So, time has run down on us with all this good information you've given the nation. I see some of them leaving the lives to go play right
Everybody's
now.
hands are itching.
As we speak.
Somebody's saying Lucky Pick and Super Lotto are my games. So we have some players who are here looking at the interview. So amazing.
Yeah. So before you go, if you have any last words to give the listeners, the viewers, just let them know some good things before you go.
You could just tell me the numbers for tonight.
I don't think she could do that, so let's not even.
Okay. I tried.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know the numbers.
We have a
I
quick
cannot.
we have a quick
I can't
question on the
help you
live.
with that.
I don't know if you'll be able to answer it before we head out. Someone is asking if the winnings are taxed, if there's a percentage that is taken out after the prize is won.
No. So for the online games, the VAT is added to the tickets. So as I said, the game, the pick four is $1 plus VAT. So you already pay the VAT in purchasing of the tickets, except the instant scratch game, because of how the games are, there's no VAT added to that. When you win the 5.64 million, you walk away with 5.64 million in your pocket. There is nothing else coming out of that. You win the actual prize amount.
Got you. So there we go.
Yeah.
Hope that answers the question for that listener. But thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I watch this show from time to time, so I'm actually happy to finally be on it.
Put it on your resume.
Well, I hope you give me a good reference if I do that. So.
Don't put it on your resume, because even though you get a good reference from us, that fact that it's coming from us, it's grounds for not moving
A little
forward.
bit iffy?
Yeah, they'll be like,
Okay,
there's too confusion over there, so no.
So thank you guys so much for having me. I just want to encourage everybody once again, please follow our pages on social media. We do have 100 free tickets to give away. So if you do participate in that promotion, I look forward to seeing you guys in our retail stores later or next week. So please go out, buy a ticket, and yeah, the draw is 5.64 million.
A massive amount. So there you go. Again, thank you very much for joining us. So we will now take a very, very short break, and we will come back to more WINNMedia's Island Tea, the best show to ever happen to the nation. I write and I mean it. We'll be right back.
I have a surprise for mosquito, roach and flies. Pop makes all of them die. Don't bother with the long chat, Pop tell you why. Pop makes all of them die. To take care of my premises, I have to stand guard. Pop kill insects, small or large. When me use my yard, me no need no bodyguard. Pop takes care of roach in a house and yard. Surprise with mosquito, roach and flies. Pop makes all of them die. Don't bother with the long chat, Pop tell you why. Get serious, get Bop.
Like us on Facebook, www.facebook.com/ramsupermarket. Follow us on Twitter, www.twitter.com/ramsupermarket. And subscribe to us on YouTube, www.youtube.com/ramsupermarket.
Staying healthy has taken on a whole new meaning these days. So we ask, why do you put your health first?
As a business professional, I need to make the most out of my work days.
I'm a teacher, and I want to be there for my students.
In sports, I have to be in top form for my team.
Motherhood, I just got to keep up with my kids. Because my patients rely on me to be at my best.
Staying healthy is important for many of us, and Hanley Orange makes it easy. Just one 1,000 milligram tablet of vitamin C gives your immune system a flavorful boost, leaving you protected and feeling good for the day ahead. Hanley Orange Vitamin C. Just pop the cap, drop it in water, let it fizz, and enjoy. Part of the Hanley Orange family.
Just like nearly knock out my teeth with the mic. Welcome back to Island Tea with your faves, Kevon and Azem, featuring Jade, Gwyneth Paltrow, Gwenisha, Margaret, Crescent Crew Johnson.
Hi, that's me, and all those were her. Nobody think I'm Margaret.
Weekly?
Why? You look like a Margaret.
No, he doesn't.
I do not look like a Margaret.
He has Margaret features.
No, he doesn't.
I do not have Margaret features.
Maybe y'all can see it.
Bartholomew features, not Margaret.
Bartholomew. Bartholomew. Big up Bartholomew if he's listening. I feel like Bartholomew. I can't even say.
I'm waiting for the better.
Name your kid Bartholomew.
And look, they upset Witty.
What do?
You tell Witty, you say he look like a Margaret. Witty's not happy with that statement.
Yeah, but
sorry, Witty. Okay.
Witty, it's okay. She's the only one who thinks that.
My God,
it's fine.
You don't play by.
I have a surprise for Roach Mosquito. What? For Roach Mosquito?
Yeah, you are Witty Bappy, you know.
Bap make all of them die.
Oh,
I don't even know how to pronounce that name, Witty. Methuselah. Sounds poisonous.
Witty, don't let out the secret, okay?
Oh, okay. Let's talk. Not going there. All right. Whew. So let's jump into some updates for you, and we'll talk about the Olympics. I know earlier this week we had a little Olympic chat, and we talked about all of the things that were going painfully wrong at the Olympics. So, here we go. Another nonsensical thing added to that list.
Long list.
So the Olympic opening ceremony director has been sacked for a joke that he made. This comes one day before the event was supposed to be held.
Bear in mind, and for everyone who may not know, the opening has just happened. There's actually the videos of the St. Kitts contingent online. So it actually happened.
Yeah.
He just wasn't there.
Yeah. So here's why. So footage. He cash out anyway. So footage of Kentaro Kobayashi from the 1990s recently emerged in which he appears to be making jokes about the Holocaust. Let me read that for you. Footage of Kentaro Kobayashi from the 1990s recently emerged in which he appears to be making jokes about the Holocaust. Japan's Olympic chief Seiko Hashimoto said the video ridiculed painful facts of history. The dismissal is in the latest of a string of scandals to hit the games. Tokyo 2020 was postponed last year because of the global pandemic and has constantly threatened to derail the event. It has also seen 3 men that were forced to step down since the start of 2021. Earlier this week, the composer quit the team, creating the ceremony after it emerged that he had bullied classmates with disabilities at school. In March, Olympics creative chief Hiroshi Sasaki quit after suggesting that plus-size comedian Niobe Watanabe could appear as an Olympic. He later apologized.
What? An Olympic? What? An
Hiroshi
Olympic?
Sasaki, creative chief Hiroshi Sasaki, he quit after suggesting that plus-size comedian Niobe Watanabe could appear as an Olympic. He has since apologized. And in February, Yoshiro Mori was forced to step down as head of the organizing committee after he made remarks about women that were criticized as inappropriate. Mr. Mori was quoted as saying women talk too much and that meetings with many female board directors would take too much time.
You see, this is exactly why people get upset with me, but this is exactly why I am anti-cancel culture. You do realize, okay, take the example of the creative director, right? He made a joke about someone who makes a living making jokes
about people and things. And usually comedians have sensitive jokes that are targeted to sensitive subjects.
That is their role in society. Like that's literally their role in society.
So the man who made a joke was a comedian?
No, he was
He was that was terrible, but that was funny.
Yeah, but this is my thing, right? Like, some of these things have been said years ago.
The man
right?
said 1990 what?
In the 1990s. Now, the thing about it for me is people evolve. Their stance on things evolve. People say, watch here. We come on the ear every day. Like, there is there's a possibility that
something we said.
Like, we're going to say something stupid and insensitive.
Oh, we have.
Am I then to be held accountable for that 20 years from now?
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is, I don't know.
And not only that, bear in mind that society's view on certain things change over time.
Yeah.
So I might say something 20 years ago,
and it's completely fine.
And it's fine, and then
it wouldn't.
My thing is too, we all were high schoolers at some point. High schoolers said the nastiest things.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure some of us probably don't remember it, but I'm pretty sure if somebody has to bring it up, you remember when you tell me this, you might not remember it, but then what? No, what happened? You know, in your 50s, your 60s, and because you said something to somebody when you were 13, you just lost your entire career. You lost basically the biggest gig of your life.
Yeah,
I don't know how to feel about these things.
I know how to feel. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It's a bit odd to me.
I honestly thought like he said it at the Olympics.
But
last week.
my thing is this: like, even if he said it at the Olympics, you like, there's ways to hold people accountable without, like, literally, like,
canceling them?
No, well, not even just canceling them, but
cancel culture is false.
But putting them in a position where they're unable to earn. Like,
yeah, that's wild.
If there's a situation where somebody is using their privilege and their power to take advantage and abuse people, then I understand. Then I understand taking away the power for them to do so, right, or their influence and things like that. But then somebody says type something like 20 years ago,
and you pull it up now.
You pull it up now just because they have worked. They have worked.
Because that's the only reason why somebody went go dig up for it to find some dirt. And the thing is, like Witty is saying on the live, I think where these things should only really play a role is if the person still encourages engages in that kind of behavior. Like, we all evolve. Like the humans, you need to allow people room to grow. The first one, the composer for the opening ceremony, he had to quit because it emerged he had bullied classmates with disabilities at school. The question posed, which I think should be an assessment. Everybody's an assessment, even at work. You do something wrong, you are assessed, you're given time to recover, and when you recover, you continue. Yeah, my thing is, you then ask the questions, does he still engage in this behavior? What happened 40 years ago? How did that and does that affect today's operations? Does it? Because you didn't adjust it until just now.
Exactly.
I mean, there's ways to assess these things, and I think the whole cancel culture, cancel culture for me is just like,
it's gone too far.
It's pretending to be outraged and doing something about it just for fun.
You're not
to say
outraged.
You're doing it.
You know what, the things I really don't even like about cancel culture, especially with like people involved in the arts, is, for instance, we literally come in here and we talk about how people like
cut off the airways.
like cry for help all the time in the thing, and we love it. Like, we love their misery, right? We love their misery. We love the fact that, this person had a rough relationship and now making all this great music. And there's no concern for this person's well-being. It's just like,
just give me music.
You could get Bite Again, please, or you could get some good music.
We see with Adele all the time. Adele does that, and every time she's like done with an album and we waiting for a new one, she can't help get she heartbreak again.
But that's not only it. Really, they don't even want Mary J. Blige in a happy relationship.
No,
because that's not what she's talking about.
How you gonna get this dancery going?
Right.
Bro,
so and then the person says something insensitive, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, I can't believe.
Yeah, we have to allow humans error because that's a part of the human experience.
They are going. You know what?
You're gonna make a mistake.
But you know what it is too. One of the things that is important for me is that the punishment matches the crime, and a lot of times, what happens is that
you don't.
We go to extremes, and I think that's kind of what's happening now. We're at this place where everything is taken to an extreme, and so it's even getting to a point where people who should be held accountable will not be held accountable because it's obvious that, like, okay, you're going too far, and then we don't ever find the middle ground. But yeah, but speaking of the Olympics, I'm happy that it's actually happening because there was questions.
Yeah, we all thought it was gonna just cancel at the last second.
There were questions.
I was actually listening to it.
I knew it was gonna happen because the athletes had already started showing up.
That's not why. That's not why at all.
$25 billion.
Yeah,
that is why.
They did not letting that go.
25 billion.
I literally heard the figure this morning. I said, yeah, they canceling this why.
Not letting that go.
25 billion with a B, not a M.
They could give me one.
And they would still have 24 less.
They would miss it. Just give me $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and I'm really proud. I saw clips of the St. Kitts contingent.
Their nice batik wear.
In their batik wear.
Anything else would be uncivilized.
Indeed.
Yeah. Matching in blue. They look so cute. I can't wait for us to see more athletes in the batik wear holding, well, one person holding the flag, everybody else, behind them proudly representing our country.
They could have had a swimmer, but no.
I saw somebody said that she didn't qualify for the Canadian team, so that's why she wanted to be on the St. Kitts team.
So not wrong with that?
No, I was just saying that. Bring it up, I remember seeing it.
Yeah, but like, girl, like...
Let me know about them.
People will just say some like totally obvious things, and then people will be like, "For real?" I'll be like, "What? This isn't that?" Yeah. Like, that is one thing that that amazes me all the time.
What time is our races?
I don't know the schedule yet. I don't know the schedule.
I wonder if I could find it quickly. Let me see.
And yes, they were not matching, Jade, yeah.
Oh, I saw maybe the picture that I saw. I thought that's what I was matching in.
No. What thing had on blue? What is his name? Jason had on blue.
Oh yes, she had
Amaya had on like an orange.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to find it. Here we go.
Were you looking for the video?
No, the schedule to see
the schedule.
what we in.
Oh, and there are layers on. Is this
Leicester? Don't even.
That's Leicester. Okay, go ahead. That's equal too.
I think he is represented by the Olympic Committee.
Yeah.
Track and field. What races? What was the races?
100 meters. So you gotta look for the heats.
What? 100 meters?
Yeah, I think both of them doing 100. Yeah.
Women finals in the women 100 meter.
Heats. We gotta look for heats.
Yeah. Okay, this can cost me. This gonna give me.
Yeah, I was about to say so many events. That's why I'm not even.
I'm trying to click through the events, and I'm gonna be here all day.
If anybody knows what times, because y'all already did all the research.
I think it's being shown. Well, it's being shown on a lot of different channels this year. Things like NBC and USA will be like some of the main ones, but.
So tune in, guys. Make sure you show our athletes your full support. They need it.
Yeah, do your thing. Post, tweet. Support.
I'm actually looking forward to as much as I would always look forward to the fact that Bolt was running. I'm kind of interested to see what this new era looks like, like post Bolt.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for that as well.
Because it kind of got like we already knew kind of the outcomes of all the 100 meters once we see Bolt. So it's kind of.
Well, I never used to do that. I never used to do the whole he's Bolt gonna win.
Yeah.
I never.
I knew he would have been a top contender, obviously, but.
But in athletics, and I think that's you see, for me it's like that is why he's so great, because in athletics anything can happen, and the fact that he was so consistently on top, that makes him great.
Because remember things.
So I don't ever want to assume he's just showing because he just
new people could jump into races and clean him up. It just the conditions change all the time. So
Y'all saw that digital baby?
That was
Baby
so
Olympics?
cute. That was so cute.
Oh yes, I did see
The
that.
cutest
actually.
thing I've ever seen in my life.
Listen, it
Like,
was so
the,
cute,
The girl that
right?
was like Shelly-Ann.
Yeah, with the
With the hair.
It was the weightlifter for me.
Oh,
He took in, he couldn't
Yeah.
he couldn't cross it. He couldn't take it. He just started ball.
Listen, I was so my thoughts was right because I have a toddler. I know how hard it is to wrangle one toddler. Imagine having to wrangle all these toddlers to get them to do.
oh, that they had to be doing that there for at least 3 years.
Yeah,
Has to be.
that was
They took them 3 years to
sometime.
film that. Yeah.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Because toddlers, one thing about them, they're gonna do what they want.
Then do the
They're gonna toddle. One thing with toddlers is they're gonna toddle.
Oh, yeah.
What else some of the like the events that you guys look forward to? Like outside of the everybody knows like the
I think the
people
hurdles.
like the you like hurdles? Okay.
Yeah, because that's a different type of athleticism. You have to be non-awkward, which
Non-awkward.
that is alone because when
Coordinated,
you
yeah.
because when you're running straight, that's okay. There's a possibility that you might fall over your own feet, but hardly anybody does that. But hurdling, you have to jump over things and run.
I like archery. I like the
I'm disappointed that we did not submit a hurdler.
And
which we have.
Jumping walls for years.
No, as in we have a hurdler.
Yeah.
I thought, I mean, because we know his skill set in
I would call
take
his
it.
name, but I don't know if you want me to call his name, so I wouldn't. But
Listen.
So I think so for me like the shooting things for me, diving is also one of the big ones for me. The diving does just like amaze me. Like the platform diving, that there does just like blow my mind. Cause when I'm doing them, gymnastics is always interesting as well.
Yeah.
Female gymnastics.
I think one of my favorite things to casually watch is just the diving.
Yeah, the diving. I love the diving.
The diving is just it for me, especially when there's like no splash.
But that's the whole point.
Yeah,
That's the whole point.
like,
the whole point is to make no
when
splash.
you get a successful no splash, the
Imagine
little
that,
plop, when you get the little plop, yeah.
Imagine
Right.
that. Y'all wanna take? I feel like we didn't hear from our callers today, but they're here now.
Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Good morning.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, my friend.
Well, I thank you very much. I'm just calling to say thanks, and I can say my husband made my day.
Yeah, I'm
Made
sure
me
he
cry.
did. No, I can
And I
cry.
was sitting right next to him because we was on our way to New York. That was a surprise.
Love that. Trips. Oh my gosh. You not only were you on a road trip with your husband, but you heard it at the same time with him.
Yes,
Oh,
that he
Theo's-
made me cry.
Theo's
He
timing
made my
impeccable.
day.
I tell y'all, Theo is the goal right now.
Theo is the standard for
Yes.
what your husband should be.
Oh, yes. Thank God for such a wonderful husband, my king.
What?
That's my king, my Adam, my rib. I'm his rib.
That's why you're talking about your husband.
I just want to say thank you, guys. And my friend, sing for me again, my friend. Sing for me.
Oh, but I don't remember singing.
It was loving you. I said when you were singing loving you.
Yes. Loving you is easy because you're beautiful. You're welcome. Just because.
Have a blessed day, you guys.
All right, take care.
You too.
Well, we know somebody can God bless them. We ain't got to worry about that. La 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 la.
Maybe do the
Okay.
next part because then we're gonna get shut off the radio.
Yeah, probably.
For sure.
Probably.
Because they're gonna bust the people's speakers.
I'm so excited. Like this summer has been interesting. Like I've been able to get in watch a lot of sports. So like I had like this little lull between the Euros, and then they had some basketball going on in there, which was cool. But now the Olympics are coming. I'm looking forward to fencing. I like fencing. I like fencing. There's something else that I usually watch. Let me see if I could find something that can spark my. Oh yes, beach volleyball. I love the beach volleyball. I believe that
That's That's harder.
In my past life, I was a volleyballer. So, I like living vicariously through the new generation of volleyballers.
You know what else I like too? The like those off campus sports, like the rowing, the sailing.
Yeah, rowing is cool.
Rowing is cool. Sailing is cool.
They have some new sport. They have some new disciplines this year. You know, the new ones are what karate is there now. Oh, skateboarding. And the thing what I love about
I saw the facilities for it.
That's interesting.
But the thing with skateboarding is the fact that there's no age limit.
Oh.
And so like one of the top contenders is actually this 14-year-old girl.
Boy, I could imagine if Tony Hawk was in it then back then.
Oh my God! Clean sweep.
Easy.
Tony Hawk is a part of my childhood and I may even know how.
All of us.
Because I don't skate.
Axeman, I think that is the reason I have the rusty knees now.
What's that?
Too much volleyball in my past life.
Oh, okay.
Wow. The man just...
That's why Jesus saying give you back your kneecaps?
Wow.
No, like you can't have amazing kneecaps in two lives.
Yeah.
You something said she used to get trophies for volleyball and I stopped there.
What?
It's Cleo. Why did we not submit you?
I know.
Oh boy.
Somebody said happy anniversary, Mrs. Cleo and Mr. Cleo. That's right, see?
What other sports are looking forward to? I think I might just watch the whole Olympics because me and nothing else.
I usually love the opening ceremony. I love the archery, the swimming, the water sports. I really like the water sports.
Oh, there's surfing this year too.
What?
There's surfing, yeah.
See, with all of these these ways to compete, I feel like we really need to get our athletes going because I know a lot of our athletes can compete in these things.
Okay, somebody need to explain to me what is like how trampoline go. Like trampoline is an actual discipline this year.
Oh man, like you could have flipped and something, you know.
Yeah. You know what I'm looking forward to getting added though? Kevon might know about this because he would have at some point in his life been around copiously drunk white males.
Okay.
The ultimate frisbee.
I don't understand how people play that because I can't. How do you do that?
Ultimate frisbee is and frisbee golf. You ever played frisbee golf?
No.
Frisbee golf.
I've never even heard of that.
What?
I know ultimate frisbee, but ultimate.
I know ultimate frisbee. I've never heard of frisbee golf.
Frisbee golf is basically like golf, where you have to then throw the frisbee, and instead of having the hole,
it's like a basket.
There's a basket with like these chains, right? But the thing is, it's all in the forest, so they literally have to throw the frisbee between trees.
I hear watching pictures, and they got like fling it round corners and
Why
things.
is this so stressful?
No. How is it stressful? You just got to the frisbee.
So what the chains just do?
Trees and golf and all kind of thing.
What the chain's supposed to do?
Cricket.
The chain's supposed to stop.
Oh yeah, that's
the
true.
Chain stop the chain, stop it, or make it difficult to get in the
No,
basket?
the chain is the goal. So it's just like you get the hole in one.
So
or you get once you get it in the chain, so that just stops the frisbee. So that's the goal.
What you're trying to get it to hit the chain or go inside?
Hit the chain. Once you hit the chain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is cricket not in the Olympics for real?
Because cricket is 3 and 4 days long.
Yeah, cricket.
So now we have shorter games. Most likely, we could get included. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Oh man.
Let's see what's going on with this next caller. Caller, good morning. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Yeah, good morning, man. How are you?
We're doing
good, man.
Yeah, talking about the Olympics there, man. I was trying to find out if you guys going to be, like covering
competing?
the Olympics.
Oh,
we covering it?
No. I mean, what you trying to do, man? You trying to compete in fencing?
Man, I would try.
I think I'd get vexed.
Yeah, man. Are you guys going to be covering the Olympics and maybe trying to seeing that this is now post-Bolt era, are you going to be trying to familiarize the listening public with especially those guys that's in track and field? Because, track and field is, 100 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters. We'll be looking up forward to those events. And also a sidebar, I wanted to ask a question, right? Back, because what happened, I migrated out of Nevis. And, we used to come down to St. Kitts to run track and field. So I wanted to ask about, like, 3 guys that I remember. Somebody named Rocky, Big T, and Bruce. What became of those 3 guys, man? Rocky, Big T, and Bruce. I don't know if those were like nicknames for those guys. I think they was going to the Rocky and Big T. I don't know. They were like rivalry in the 100 meters and sinkers when we used to come down for the high school meets. When we used to come down from Nevis for the high school meets. This was like back in the 80s or something. Is there any way you can let me know what happened to those guys if you guys are familiar with them? And also, I migrated and went down to St. Thomas, and I came across a coach there from St. Kitts named Neville Hodge. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. Neville Hodge, he was a coach, that coached me down in the Virgin Islands in high school. For me, myself, I was really good in that track and field, but, I was able to make it to, when I migrated out to Nevis and went down to the Virgin Islands, I was able to make it up to 2 interscholastic meets in the United States. One was in Gainesville, and the next one was the Penn Relays in Pennsylvania. So for myself, those are some like personal achievements for me. As far as I myself made it was up to the Penn Relays in Pennsylvania. That was in like 1987. So after that, man, it became really tough, and I kind of like retired early, But I just wanted to know what happened to those guys. What became of those guys from St. Kitts, Big T, Rocky, and Neville Hodge. All right, thanks a lot, man.
All right, man, appreciate it. Appreciate it. I must say that I don't know any of none of the above. Perhaps somebody on the live might, but
if a listener knows, if a listener knows, feel free to shoot us the information. But
go ahead.
Yes, my brain don't go back that far.
No, but the thing is about, for me, like, how many big T's there are in the federation?
Like every corner.
You know how many Rockies there are?
Because that's one of the generic nicknames.
Rocky and Big T. As a matter of fact,
I don't think you're talking about the one.
I know one person who both nicknames are Rocky and Big T.
Well,
so I don't.
Can't help you there then. Can't help you for sure.
Oh, we gained some feedback on trampoline, and I've been saying I want to know what it is. Somebody went and Googled it and telling us it's like gymnastics on drugs.
For trampoline?
Olympic trampoline. Google it.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
That's what I'm saying. I want to watch that.
It's wild.
Yeah, insane.
That was the thing.
Yeah,
that's insane.
That's crazy. That's
insanity.
A crazy one.
Insanity.
I'm gonna Google these things here. Talk to see what happening before.
This is what I'm trying to tell people. Like, we need to start allowing persons with athletic ability, like, to get into some of these other sports, like and football, and basketball, like.
There's other things.
Especially, and I think we have a really good chance in some of these individual sports. The team sports definitely, I think, are a little bit more difficult for smaller countries to compete in, just because we have a smaller pool of people. Mm-hmm. Even if we have a smaller pool of really talented people, it's still a smaller pool.
A typhoon coming where?
Okay, no.
Wait.
Nope.
Hold the phone. What he talking about?
Nope. Shaban, and he gonna explain that. I don't. Who knows? Oh no! The Olympics. Yes. I did hear that they're supposed to have some kind of weather system or something.
Why you fight me, though?
Remember, typhoons are what they call hurricanes in
the South Pacific.
Them Olympics out by me.
In the Pacific. Bye. I don't know, but I am still very much looking forward to the events. It's gonna be a little bit different with no spectators and stuff like that. And
I know a typhoon apparently.
I mean, the typhoon might actually make it a bit more exciting.
You think?
You can imagine somebody trying javelin in a typhoon.
I don't think you should.
No wonder there's no viewers.
I don't think you should be allowed to. I think they will stop going with it.
Oh boy.
Big T is newish Nital.
Oh, newish Nital.
Oh, I thought he said
newish. Oh, y'all are horrible.
No, I didn't think that, but Jade. No, I see what Jade talking about, but wow, no, Jade.
Y'all is the one who tell me that we just do it, Y'all is the one who say we just swap.
Yeah, but we said verbally.
Not in text.
I thought,
No, Jade.
Sorry.
That's a solid no.
Oh yes, I do love roller speed blading too.
NASCAR.
Those are really
And cycling. Oh, the cycling. You know, this indoor cycling.
yeah, that does be
when
so
when
interesting.
they unlike the angle.
That does be so interesting.
Oh my gosh.
I just wonder how they don't clip the side, you know, because you know they just literally drive on the edge of the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
How you don't clip this? I would have toppled over.
The speed
Is insane.
cycling is ridiculous.
You know when I
you have to wear a bullet on your head.
When I just realize is when you know sometimes they follow the cyclers with the camera, but when they pull away the camera and show you the whole view, that is when you realize the speed they're traveling at. You know.
Yeah. It's insane. It's insane. Humans, as much as we do a lot of stupidness, there's some amazing ones among us.
Man, you know what? I often
Like
wonder.
humans do amazing things.
You know what? I
Do
often
we?
wonder if y'all just see
Kind of.
people who like have talents that like you're just wondering like how did you even
How you discovered this?
How you know that you could do this?
How did you know that you could? How that you had the ability to drop like gunpowder on paper, light it, and it became a painting?
How you know this?
How did you come up? Like
I still trying to figure out how them people recognize that they could show like something down the nose and spit it out them out. I can't understand.
the
that.
regurgitation man.
I don't understand how he get that there though.
And he could separate liquids.
Yes. Insane, Jade.
I just follow him on TikTok.
Regurgitation. Like, how does one discover this is a talent that you have?
He could drink orange juice and drink like orange juice and drink like fruit punch, like a red drink.
Yes.
And spit them back up separately. And not spit them up like vomit. Like he just literally like open the mouth and they just comes right back out.
This is wildly gross but wildly fascinating.
That's what I'm saying. And you can't stop watching.
What the?
I'm gonna see.
Regurgitation, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand
That is wild.
I'm trying to see if I could find him quick so people look like they.
Like the thing is, right? Some of these things, it's like you have to dedicate so much time. Like, at what point in your life do you recognize, like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spend the next 10,000 hours spinning this ball on my finger.
Speaking of amazing people, somebody sent us a whole write-up about Mr. Neville Hodge. Yeah, Neville Hodge.
Oh, Neville Hodge.
Yes,
Neville
he was
Hodge.
born in
okay.
St. Kitts and grew up in St. Thomas. He started his luxurious track career at Morgan State University in 1976 as a part of dominating track and field program.
Okay, great.
During his track days, he was recognized as one of, I tell you, the whole way up, you know.
Yeah, but who maybe that, you know?
No, just one, you know.
Neville Hodge.
Okay, you know what? Let me just say what he presently is.
Yeah.
He is presently the head track and field coach at Morgan State University.
Oh.
During his spare time, he volunteers to develop young athletes from Baltimore area and spends valuable time with his family. How you know this? How you get this?
Because they know the guy.
But Axman, please to leave me.
How you find this information so fast? Okay, well, big up Mr. Neville Hodge. Maybe we should interview him if we could find him. Well, Mr. Brooks, send us his contact since you could seem to know him very well. You can send us his contact and we will try to get him on the show. Back to Mr. Regurgitating Man.
I just love how Witty is literally just Googling random events and being amazed and letting us know how amazed she is.
I'm really trying to find him. Me and Tika will be able to find him, to be completely honest. Because, you know, when you're looking for something, you ain't going to find it, and then when you're not looking for it, it's just everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, not Google, usually. Well, yeah, Google, because they're listening, so.
Yeah.
They're going to destroy it in your...
In your feed?
Yeah, randomly. Sometime today. Sometime today. Yeah, I'm 10 o'clock already, boy.
In here.
Just so.
So.
You got any events today? Let me see.
Yes, go home.
That's an event.
No social events. Compete? I don't win.
Never are you?
Because some events would have already started actually, but I don't know if they were shown. So, yes, one of my favorites should happen today. Archery. Yeah, I should be able to watch archery and rowing. Football supposed to done start. Softball supposed to done start. But yeah.
Breakdancing is an Olympic sport? How much sports are in the Olympics?
No, because they add new sports.
They add new
How much events? How much disciplines?
Yeah.
I have to Google that. I don't know.
How many events are in the Olympics?
Yeah.
Let me Google it quick.
There's something for everybody.
There are 33 sports, 46 disciplines in the official 2021 program. That includes a total of 339 medal events.
Okay.
Well, sports lovers, you all have lots to watch. The Olympics is still happening. Our athletes are competing somewhere between those 300 and something.
So
Tune
yeah,
in.
so more than 400 events.
Yeah.
Not all of them are medal though.
Nice.
You all have lots to watch over the weekend, and however long the Olympics will last for.
Loving it.
Loving it.
All right, guys. Well, we have come to the end.
Home time.
Really want to thank you guys for tuning in today. It's been a real pleasure. Had a really good time interacting with everybody on the live.
Yeah.
Thanks to all the callers. Today apparently is a day of love, and again, congratulations to Theo and Cleo.
The EO.
But that's a real thing.
I laugh
Congrats to
because
the EO
Barry
union.
said, right? There needs to be a bang him out competition
Oh,
for the
think
Olympics,
it win.
and you want enter.
Think it's win. Any competition would win that.
Watch here. Bang your mouth and bad mind.
Oh, we win. Easy.
I will, in the words of Javril, one bad mind fell, and our soil was so fertile, it just sprouted many different bad minds.
Love it. But guys, it's been a real pleasure talking to you today. I appreciate everybody who interacted, everybody who commented, everybody who just viewed, everybody who did rolling the eyes at everything we say. We appreciate you just the same. But guys, it's the weekend. Please be safe. Deal with people with love. Again, wishing everybody the ability to overcome all the obstacles. And remember, you can check us out on WINNMedia SKN on both Facebook and YouTube. And you should go right now over to Instagram and like us on at Island TSKN right there. We're going to hear before we leave from the man himself, the Prosecco Papi.
That's me.
The Duke of Frigate, the man himself, the Slim God, the Chapstick Don, Kevon Hanley.
I would, before we even get there, I would just like to thank Bobsies for existing.
Oh.
You've been getting your fill since you've been back.
Oh my gosh.
I want wedges now.
Bobsies?
I want wedges.
Yes.
I hope Shannon listening.
I
So she
love
could look out for
Bobsies,
you.
so, but I tell you, I just walk in and I don't even order.
They just know.
They
Ginger
just
jerk.
see
I
me.
know your order.
They just
And
see
I don't
me
work there.
and just start the order. Because there's only one. And if they don't have it, as soon as I come in, sometimes we don't have the jerk. And whoop, rotate. Back out the door. But that also means that you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. See you nope, not tomorrow. Not happening. Monday.